College Heights Cougars. And 8th grader number 14, Justin Boney. And 8th grader number 21, Connor Berry. And 8th grader number 23, Roderick Burns. And 8th grader number 24, Hunter Marsh. And 8th grader number 44, Max Long. The Cougars are coached by Brad Burns and Millie Long.
All right, guys, we're ready for the opening tip. Just moments away. Middle school boys A game tonight. St. Peter's versus College Heights here at the College Heights Athletic Complex. Boney will be doing the tip for the Cougars. Tip won by St. Peter's. They'll bring it into the front court. Looking at some overload action into the corner. Stolen away by Connor Perry early. Gets it to Burns. Burns brings it up into the front court. Into the corner to Perry. To Long at the elbow. Into traffic and stolen away by number 40, Rylan Childers. He brings it up to the right wing, up top to the top of the key to Gavin Anderson. 20 and 30 are brothers, Gavin Anderson and Eler Anderson. Shots off, offensive rebound. Boney gets in there for the grab and gives it to Burns for the outlet. Pass up to Max Long, and he makes it for 2 points. Cougars with an early lead. 3-point shot. Ball's loose. Boney pulls it in. Gets it to Burns to push. Burns into the front court. Over to the wing to Connor Perry. Burns looks into Long. Long setting up on the block. To Marsh at the free throw line. Marsh works through traffic. Wild shots off the mark. And Catholic clears into the front court. Will Malno brought it up for the Warriors. Trying to get the ball into the elbow. Boney gets a hand in there, and Perry is able to recover it. Burns up to Boney, gets the shot and the foul. He'll go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Makes the and one. 5-0 the lead now for the Cougars. Warriors run overload, swing it to the weak side. Shot from the wing for 3. Offensive rebound by number 30, Eler Anderson, and he gets the first 2 points of the game for the Warriors. Burns into the front court. Burns penetrates and kicks. Perry tries to enter it into the low post to Marsh, but stolen away by the Warriors and into the front court for Rylan Childers. Up top to Malno. Warriors into the corner. Passes off the mark. He was able to save it and get it back to the wing. Warriors swinging the ball around the perimeter. Entered in. Marsh gets a hand on it. Still in the Warriors' possession. Drive baseline. Long is there to cut him off. Kick back out to the wing. Shot from the elbow. Way off. Burns saves it. Off of number 20, Gavin Anderson, and the Cougars have possession. 2:45 left here in the first. Cougars leading 5-2. Burns over to the wing to Boney. Marsh flashes to the elbow. Boney throws it into traffic, gets free, entered into Marsh. Marsh, one more pass to Boney, and finish for 2. Warriors into the corner. Tries to enter it in. Boney's there to read the pass and steals, gets it to Burns. Burns to the top of the key, finds a lane there, leaves it for Marsh underneath. And another good basket for the Cougars. 9-2 now the lead. And that's enough for the Warriors coach to want a timeout. Head coach Brent Bartlett. Warriors cheerleaders are here tonight. Take a look at that last basket while we have a second. Burns gets in, splits the defense there in the zone and finds Marsh down low for 2 points. All right, Warriors set up into their offense. 3-point shot is short. Offensive rebound and 2 points for the Warriors. Just a missed assignment there as Molno was able to sneak in there and get the rebound. Pass deflected and stolen away by the Warriors. Molno brings it up to the wing. Anderson at the top of the key. Burns cuts off the drive, swing to the wing. Molno up top, looks to the opposite corner. Cougars in their 3-2 zone. 3-point shot. Front iron. Marsh pulls down the rebound and outlets to Burns. Burns running the floor. Goes all the way. Tough floater off the mark, and the Warriors pull down the board. Molno enters it into the elbow. Perry gets his hand in there, knocks it away. Molno takes the 3-point shot. Saved. Anderson tries to fight through traffic, but gets called for the travel. .30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Burns brings it into the front court at the top of the key, over to the wing to Perry. Perry looks into Marsh. Drives in and takes the shot. Rebound Catholic. Molno pushing the floor on the left side. 20 seconds to play. Number 15, Lucas Nangle, swings it over to the corner. Cross to the weak side on the wing. Perry closes out. Nangle at the top, 4 seconds to play. 3 seconds stolen away. Boney passes ahead, and that will do it for the first quarter. After one quarter, College Heights leading 9-4. Throw another replay through while we have a chance. Drew Sawkins checking in the game to start the second quarter for the Cougars. He's subbing in for Max Long. Cougars have possession to start the second quarter. Going over Sawkins, or Burns over to Sawkins, back to Burns, can't handle the pass. Molno pushes ahead, gets baseline, Sawkins steps up, bounce pass into the paint, and Sawkins gets his hand on the ball, jump ball. It will be St. Peter's ball. Entered in down low. Boney pulls down the defensive rebound. Burns brings it up to the top of the key. Pass to the wing to Perry. Perry gets it stolen away. Molno's on the run with his left. Sawkins hustles back, defends the layup. St. Peter's with the offensive rebound and are able to reset up top. Nangle with the ball on the wing. Reset over to Molno on the key. Childers enters it in to Anderson. Blocked there by Boney and Marsh is able to secure the ball over to Burns. Burns brings it up into the front court, looks to penetrate the middle, kicks it over to Sawkins on the wing. Sawkins to the elbow to Marsh. Marsh gets a lane and all the way to the basket for 2 points. 11-4 now the score, Cougars lead. Childers drives into the paint, kicks it back to Nangle. Three-pointer off the backboard. Sawkins tries to save it, but right to the St. Peter's player. Molno takes the three. Burns gets the rebound and quickly out. Goes all the way coast to coast and finishes with his left. Good 2-point basket there for the Cougars. Molno enters it into the free throw. Anderson drives in, loses control. Sawkins on the floor, and Anderson forgot the sport, and a foul called. Cougars call a timeout. Look at Burns going coast to coast on this last basket for the Cougars. Burns pulls down that rebound all the way down with his left. Crossover dribble and then finishes. Pretty clean game so far, just 2 fouls, both on St. Peter's. Cougars will inbound out of the timeout. Burns walks up into the front court, looking to penetrate into the zone, gets into the paint, leaves it for Sawkins. Sawkins does a good job hanging on to it, kicks it back out to Burns. Burns penetrates in, ball got stuck and ruled off of Barrett Bone on the corner. Barrett Bone making his first appearance of the game, in for Justin Boney. Warriors again to the corner. 3-point shot. Marsh and Anderson fight for the rebound. Anderson comes away with it, kicks it out to Molno. 3-point missed Fight for the ball goes to the Cougars. Cougars will inbound. 3:14 left to play here in the first half. Bowen over on the wing, over to Perry. Perry into the corner to Burns. Burns looks into Marsh down low. Marsh looks to pivot, gets 4 players guarding him, and they're able to steal it away. Molno brings it up into the front court, past the elbow. And as Perrin turned to pivot, he didn't get his dribble down and got called for the travel. Burns passes to Perry on the wing. Sawkins flashes to the elbow and gets his hand on the ball, is able to rip it away from Ealer Anderson. Foul called. Or is that jump? Okay, jump ball was the call. Perry on the wing. Into the corner for Burns. Burns drives baseline. Floater is good. 15-4 now the score. 2:12 left to play here in the first half. Molno brings it up court over to the right side into the corner. Marsh is there to cut off baseline drive. Childers back to the corner for number 20, Gavin Anderson. Molno gets the offensive rebound. Ealer Anderson gets another one and is able to finish. 2 points for St. Peter's, and he'll go to the line to try to complete that 3-point play. Nails the free throw. Marsh subs out. Max Long back in the game for the Cougars. Sawkins inbounds to Burns. Burns brings it into the front court over to, he drives in. Looked like he was going to Perry there, decided not to. Now kicks it out to Perry. Perry looking to swing it across to Bowen. Bowen enters into Sawkins, deflected away. Ryland Childers comes away with it, brings it up court. Up to the top to number 14, Rowan Veer. Baseline drive for Anderson. Back up to Veer. 3-pointer. Misses everything and out of bounds, and the Cougars will take possession. Boney subbing back in the game for Connor Perry. 1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Burns dribbles up and over to Barrett Bowen. Into the corner for Burns. Burns looking in, finds Max Long down low. Max muscles through, gets deflected, gets his own rebound. Outlet to Burns. Burns looks back to the corner. Cross court to Sawkins in the paint. Sawkins flips it to Boney. Deflected away and will stay Cougars ball down low. Cougars setting up an inbound play, 46.7 on the clock. Long to Boney. Boney one more to Burns. Burns gets it to go. 17-7. Double-digit lead now for the Cougars. St. Peter's enters into the elbow. Foul called on, I think that was called on Burns. Second team foul of the half for the Cougars. Anderson kicks it out to Childers. 3-pointer hits the backboard first, then the rim. 20 seconds left to play. Long pulls down the rebound. Burns brings it into the front court looking for a last shot. 10 seconds to play. Burns over to Bowen. Bowen drives middle, kicks it back to Burns in the corner. Burns sets up for 3. Misses everything, but Sawkins is there for the follow at the buzzer. Drew Sawkins gets it to go. Take a look back at this. Bone kicks it over to Burns. Sawkins is right there on the weak side to clean it up and put it back in. And that will do it for the half. Cougars leading at halftime 19-7. 6 minutes on the halftime clock. We will take an audio break as well and be back to start the second half. All right, guys, we're back here ready to start the third quarter. St. Peter's ball should open up the second half. Molno into the corner. Warriors running that overload set. Back into the corner for Anderson. Anderson to Childers on the wing. Entered in, deflected away, ruled off of Hunter Marsh, and the St. Peter's will get it underneath. Mull now inbound in for the Warriors. Looks up top, Burns gets the steal. Burns will take it all the way coast to coast and finishes for 2 points. Good start to the third quarter for the Cougars. Childers into the corner for Anderson, keeps it in bounds. That's Gavin Anderson. Mull now up top, into the opposite corner for Anderson. Running that overload set. Deflected away by Boney. Boney can't hold on to it. Thomas Perrin gets to the ball, dribbles off someone's foot. Into the corner, Anderson for 3. His brother gets the rebound and puts it back for 2. Burns brings it into the front court for the Cougars to set up their offense for the first time here in the second half. Warriors in a 2-3 zone. Perry to the elbow. Marsh gets it into Long. Long can't handle it. Flips it over to Burns. Burns drives middle. Good floater for 2 points. 23-9. Cougars with the lead. Childers gets away with a few steps. Drives in, loses the ball. Marsh comes away with it, over to Burns. Burns pushes all the way down on his left, pulls it out. Takes the long 2 off the front rim. Anderson comes down with the board over to Childers as he brings it up court on the right side. Milnaw on the top of the key, looks over to the wing for Anderson. Entered to the elbow, back up top to Childers. Milnaw again into the elbow. And Max Long gets called for the foul on the reach in. That's the first foul of the half for the Cougars. Entered in, baseline drive by Milnaw, steps on the line. And the Cougars will get possession. Burns comes up in the middle of the court. Over to Perry on the wing. Boney setting up right in the middle of the paint. Clears the paint as he can't get the ball entered to him. Sawkins gets a touch on, is able to keep it in the offensive half. Perry throws it away underneath. Anderson with the steal over to Childers on the outlet. Childers into the front court. Pulls it up, enters to the elbow. They flip it in for Anderson. Marsh pulls down the rebound. Burns pushing it up left, looks for Sawkins, deflected by Childers. And Milnaw is going to try to push. Burns is there to cut him off. Milnaw brings it up to the top. Penetrates through the zone. Rises up, can't get the roll. Sawkins pulls down the board. Burns looking up ahead as he dribbles into the front court over to Perry on the wing. Perry looking for a elbow pass to Boney. Boney looking one more, swings it to the opposite wing. Burns is there from 18. Rims in and out. Sawkins gets in there for the offensive rebound and can't get that one to go. Anderson comes down with it and leaves it for Thomas Perrin over to Milnaw to bring up into the front court. Swung over into the right corner. Anderson gets away with a few steps, and foul called on Boney. Second team foul of the half for the Cougars. Gavin Anderson at the line to shoot 2. High off the glass, gets it to go. Long and Bowen subbing in the game for Perry and Boney. Second one off the back of the rim. It's loose. Sawkins pulls it down. Burns pushes into the front court. Burns goes all the way, gets away with a step, and can't get the finish. St. Peter's pushing up ahead. Cougars are set into their 3-2. Sawkins comes up to pressure the ball. Swung over to the top of the key to Milnaw. Milnaw pushes in and then out to Anderson on the corner. Long defending. Gets it to the elbow. Sawkins closes out. Perrin into the corner for Anderson. Anderson drives into the middle, trying to find some room. Kicks it back out to Milnaw. Milnaw gets baseline and foul called. Milnaw will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called on Max Long. Third team foul of the half for the Cougars. Milnaw gets the second free throw to go. Rattles in. 12-point lead now for the Cougars, 23-11, 1:06 to play here in the third. Burns into the front court for the Cougars. Warriors set in their 2-3 zone. Burns over to Long on the left wing, looking for the overload set. Gets it entered into Sawkins down low. Sawkins goes up strong but gets blocked by Anderson. Perrin's able to gather it and over to Childers on the left side to bring into the front court. Childers enters it down to the low post. Flipped back, knocked away. Childers back to the ball. Swung across to the opposite corner. Marsh defending. Anderson with a good move inside. Can't get the shot to go as Bowen pulls down the rebound. Gives it to Burns in the middle. Burns will push it. Kicks it to Long on the wing. Long resets up top to Bowen. Bowen drives baseline. Leaves it for Sawkins. Gets into the traffic. Hands get knocked away and Childers comes away. Childers pushes into the front court. Pulls up. Looks at the 3. Fires it at the buzzer. And that will do it for the third quarter. Take a look at a couple replays while we take this minute break for the third quarter, end of the third quarter. Burns started the scoring in the second half with that coast-to-coast layup off the steal. And Burns drives middle and gets the floater to go. Low scoring third quarter for both teams. Cougars will inbound the ball to start the fourth quarter. 6 minutes on the clock. 12-point lead for the Cougars. Cougars in high-low set. Burns goes back door. Bowen passes across, but Long was looking for the backdoor pass and wasn't even looking at the ball. Goes wide of him, and turnover for the Cougars. St. Peter's will take the ball. Into the corner to Anderson. Back up top to Veer. Off the back rim, Burns pulls it down. Long to Marsh on the elbow. Marsh fighting for some space. Kicks out to Bowen. One more pass to Burns in the corner. Burns resets over to Bowen up top. Back to Burns on the wing. Sawkins flashes to the elbow. Marsh baseline. Marsh gets position, goes up strong and draws the foul. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First team foul of the second half for the Warriors. Marsh makes the first. Second one rims in and out. Sawkins is there to fight for the rebound. Knocks it away, ruled off of the Cougars, and St. Peter's has the ball. Long subbing out for Boney. Molnaw brings it up court for the Warriors. Over to Veer on the wing. Into Childers on the corner. Sawkins defending tight. Into the elbow, back out to the wing. Sawkins closes out on Childers. Childers holds and looks for someone open. Milnaw drives in, goes up, and draws the foul in traffic. Bailout foul there as he had 3 defenders on him. Gets the first free throw to rattle home. Makes them both. 11-point lead now for the Cougars. Burns inbounds to Boney. Boney passes ahead to Bowen. Bowen gets pushed in the back, is able to get it up to Burns. Burns passes down low to Marsh. Good transition play by the Cougars out of the press. And an easy 2 points. Warriors get it into the elbow. Burns gets his hand on the ball. They're able to clear. Childers looks for 3 and decides not to take it. Anderson up top. He fires off the back iron. Burns reaches in there and is able to pull it down. Marsh running the floor. Burns gets it up to him. Marsh can't handle the pass and runs into the wall. Takes the church pew to task. And the Warriors will reset into the front court. Passed into the corner again for Anderson. Back, stolen by Burns. Burns looking to go all the way. Molna gets called for the foul, and Burns will go to the line to shoot. Looked like that was pretty clean. Burns misses the first. Gets the second one to go. Anderson with the ball in the corner, back up to Molnau. Back to Anderson. Anderson looking in for his brother. Cougars are doing a good job defending that down low. Childers takes the three, in and out. Molnau pulls down the board. Good job. And 2-point basket for St. Peter's. Burns dribbles up. Is able to break the press. Perry to Sawkins. Sawkins goes up. Marsh is there for the rebound. And foul called. On the floor, it looks like. Marsh kind of got his feet stuck there on that rebound. If he could have just gone up and reset his feet, probably could have gone up strong. Inbound to Perry on the corner. Perry tries to enter it into long, knocked away. Childers comes away with it. Childers to the top to Milnow. Blocking foul there on Boney. And St. Peter's will inbound underneath. Boney subs out for Barrett Bowen. Inbound deflected by Long. Will stay St. Peter's ball. Inbound underneath. Bone comes away with it. Over to Burns. Burns looking to push. He'll slow it down. Gets past the first defender, kicks it out to Bowen on the wing. Bowen looks backdoor for Burns. He's all alone. Wheeler Anderson's able to come in and defend the play and gets the block. Cougars will inbound underneath. Perry inbounds over to Burns on the wing. Burns drives in, floats, gets his own rebound, pushes through, shoots it off the backboard. Childers comes away with it. Molnau into the front court. Kicks it back to Childers for three. In and out. Marsh gets the rebound off the bounce and gives it to Burns. Good seal by Marsh getting that block out for the rebound. Burns over to Perry on the wing. Perry enters to Marsh on the elbow. Marsh looking down low for Long as he drives in, gets tripped. And fourth foul of the half on the Warriors. Perry inbounding, gets it to the corner to Burns. Burns over to Long on the wing. Long flips it to Marsh. Marsh can't handle it. Keeps it in, but Molnau all the way down, Euro step, can't get it to go. Burns comes away with the rebound. Double team happening at the top as Burns gets it to the wing for Bowen. Bowen resets up top over to Perry on the wing. Ball swung over to Burns. Burns enters the elbow to Long. Long tries to feed it to Marsh, gets knocked away. Marsh gets back to it. Marsh tries to flip it ahead. Milnow gets a touch on it, goes all the way and draws the foul at the end on Burns, and Molnau will go to the line to shoot two. Sixth team foul of the half for the Cougars. Minute 4 left to play here in the fourth. First free throw is short. Sawkins and Boney getting ready to sub in the game for Long and Marsh. Molnau gets the second one to go. Burns inbounds in the press. Sawkins gets it back to Burns in the middle. He gets it ahead to Bowen. Bowen one more to Perry. Perry kicks it out to Boney, and smart play by the Cougars to reset, run some clock, 50 seconds left to play in the game. Double team up top for Burns. He's able to sneak through and kick it to Bowen on the wing. Bowen looks to Burns in the corner. Burns resets to Bowen over to Boney. Boney back to Burns. .30 seconds left to play. Into the corner for Perry. Perry to Bowen. Burns on the wing. Burns drives into the elbow, kicks it back to Boney on the wing. Burns drives baseline, goes all the way through. Stolen away by Anderson. Anderson up to Molnau. He comes up to the three-point line, feeds it to the elbow, gets deflected away, and Boney gets back to it. And he'll hold as the horn is ready to sound, and it does. And that will do it for the middle school boys A game. Final score, College Heights 27, St. Peter's 16. We'll take a quick break here and set up a new stream for the middle school boys B game. Should be back to you in about 6 to 10 minutes. We'll see what they put on the clock here. While we're waiting on that, let's throw some replays. These second half replays are both team highlights. All right, they did reset the clock to 6 minutes, so there'll be a 6-minute warm-up period for the middle school boys B team. We have a minute here of highlights that we'll run through before we go to the new live stream for the B game. Here's Bowen finding Burns down low, and Ealer Anderson gets the block. Burns gets the steal on the inbound, goes all the way coast to coast. Good extension finish. Marsh at the elbow finds Long. Long can't handle it, but gets it back to Burns. Burns drives in and gets the nice floater to go. Good press break here. Bowen to Burns to Marsh down low for the finish. Another steal here by Burns. That was the imaginary foul. Entered in, Childers takes the three. In and out. Big rebound there by Molnau. I've said his name different every time I've said it. I'm not sure how to actually pronounce it. Foul called in this play. With the body, I guess. Bowen finds Burns' back door, and that was that block. Okay, that's all the highlights from the fourth quarter.